I'm Bonita Tyes with the Westchester Chronicle. The unofficial results of the November election are in, and in the mayor's race, Democrat Lillian DeBaptiste has won with 2,116 votes, or 63% of the total vote. Also, the new borough council seats were won by Patrick McCoy of Ward 1, Brian McGinnis of Ward 3, Sheila Vaccaro of Ward 5, and incumbent councilwoman Lisa Dorsey of Ward 7. Regarding statewide elections, Acting Secretary of State Veronica DeGraff-Reed has called for a statewide audit of the election of Judge of Commonwealth Court. The recount will be conducted at the Chester County Commissioner's Boardroom at 313 West Market Street and will be completed no later than noon on Wednesday, November 24th. On Wednesday, our editor Kyle Hudson spoke with Gary Heasley of Chesco United, who organized a protest of about 30 people in downtown Westchester calling for a wider audit of the 2021 election.
My name is Gary, and I work with a group called Chesco United, which is just a group of volunteers that have come together to look at this whole election system and what's been happening, where we see abnormalities in election outcomes and things that just don't seem to make sense, and to dig into that and encourage the officials that are responsible for these elections to perform real audits, serious audits. You know, when you go into this voting system, the tabulators, there are high-speed tabulators that scan ballots very quickly. Well, I was observing the vote process, the vote counting process, the ballot scanning process, constantly jamming. People who don't work for voter services handling the ballots, those are people that work for the voter company. They were doing maintenance on the machines live, real time, in the middle of the process of counting votes. Now that's not, again, anything that anyone who has concern about the integrity of a process would ever allow. This is a local group that's really focused on Chester County, but the reality is there are groups like these all over the country. There are patriot groups and citizens groups that are springing up now to deal with everything from the abuses of power by school boards that are implementing policies and procedures that parents have never been told about, right? To counties that are being run in a corrupt manner, or votes that are being improperly counted, things like the election process, and all manner of other things. There are citizens groups that are standing up now, and you ask yourself, well, why? Why now? Well, many of these things have been going on for decades, but it's gotten to a point where it's so obvious that our rights are being diminished, that our government is off the chain, so to speak. They're out of control. You know, think of the Constitution as a document not created to give the government power, but rather to constrain their power. And think of the government as an animal that's trying to get off that chain. They want to expand their power, always. Every government in all of human history wants to expand its power. Well, our government's doing that. Representative government is not working right now.
The protest called into question the integrity of the vote count, and this position was also taken by County Commissioner Michelle Kickline in a letter released November 10th. By state law, every county in Pennsylvania will be required to do risk-limiting audits by 2022. In other news, this week the borough conducted business during the monthly work and voting sessions. Business this month was fairly routine, including the approval of the 2022 budget. There was also a lengthy discussion regarding amending the Home Rule Charter regarding the mayor's ability to hold two elected positions at the same time, a situation two of our previous mayors, Diane Herron and Carolyn Comita, found themselves in. The hope is that by making these changes, it will make the process more streamlined and easier to navigate. The council decided to continue discussion of this topic at next month's meetings. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please join us next time as we resume our coverage and live streams of local government meetings. Now, if you'd like to see us cover more meetings, events, or provide more information about things going on around town, please consider sponsoring our show via Patreon. Our goal is to make community-funded news and not have to rely on ads. And we will produce as much as we can with the budget you give us. So please like and share us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. It's the easiest way to support us and help us bring you the news. Finally, if you have a news tip, an event you'd like us to cover, or just want to say hi, you can reach us via email at westchesterchronicle@gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you. Our program is produced by Crimson Planet Media and distributed by KeystoneDigital.tv. Our music is by Doug Keller. Thank you for your time, and we hope to see you soon. Until then, I'm Bonita Tyes with the Westchester Chronicle.